IVF, and this is my week 14 pregnancy announcement. Can't believe we're here. It's crazy. Yeah, so my little pudding pickler, still haven't decided which one I'm going with yet, is the size of a navel orange, so quite a big orange. It's pretty cute. It's 3.5 to 4 inches long, still a couple of ounces, which feels huge, but it's tiny. And this week's big development is its brain. Its brain is dividing into the left hemisphere, right hemisphere. So that's all exciting, and it's growing its hair. The baby grows hair all over it. I'm sorry, even like to keep it kind of warm. So that's all growing this week, which is pretty cute. Still haven't really felt anything yet. I've kind of a couple of times thought I felt like a little flutter. But I'm not sure whether it was, literally not sure whether it was a little flutter or whether it was a cramp. So, I don't know. So I can't be more specific about that. What else happened with the baby this week? Oh, it's getting fingernails and toenails. They're beginning to sprout up. Do you know how everybody has something about a baby? They're just like, oh my God, so cute. Mine is their fingernails. I'm like, oh, there's just something about them I just find so adorable. So that was when I read that, I was like, oh. Me, let me see what's happening with me. Oh, the big news, the big announcement. I am back on my medication. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm genuinely so happy. I'm back on my meds, not all of them. I'm back on my stomach tablet, which means I have been acid free now for quite a few days. I've only vomited a couple of times because something's down my stomach, but not because of acid for once. So I'm so pleased by that, and I'm back on my antidepressant. It will take 4 to 6 weeks to really have an effect again, but even just like a week in, I feel better because I know it's there. It's like my safety net is back. So that is a huge relief. I'm not allowed back on my anti-anxiety medication unless I absolutely need to. So I'm going to try and stay off that. Hopefully the antidepressant will be enough to kind of keep me just on an even keel until the birth. But yeah, I'm not allowed on metformin until I've had this second diabetes test. I'll tell you about the first one in a minute. And yeah, so back on my meds. Super, super happy about it. Hopefully I will feel a bit more normal, as normal as I can feel pretty soon. Had the diabetes test, had that on Friday. It sucks, really sucks. So went down to the private hospital again. Went in, and it was very quiet, which was good. There's only me and one other woman there, presumably. I think she was having the same test. So the way it works is you have to fast for 12 hours before your test. So that's fine. The no food thing, yeah, fine. Just eat a big dinner, be grand. But you're not even allowed water. And oh my God, we know how much I love my water. Like, I'm living on pints of cold water, pints of ice water. And I mean, oh my God, it's been so hot this week, hasn't it? Like, Ireland's had a week of summer and it seemed to pack 3 months worth into a week. Like, it's been so warm, and then not to be able to have anything to drink. Oh my God, torturous, literally torturous. So by the time I got there on like 9:15 on Friday morning, I was so parched. I was so incredibly parched. So you go in and they immediately give you a blood test. So the first blood test is to measure basically your blood sugar levels and how your body has reacted to being nil by mouth for 12 hours. And then immediately that they've taken that first blood sample, you have to drink this drink, a glucose drink, which is disgusting. It's so vile. If anybody has it, you know what I mean. If you're lucky enough, you haven't had to have it yet. The way I would describe it, it's like flat Lucozade that's been mixed with like 20 sugar cubes. It's just pure sugar. And it's kind of thick. Oh, even now thinking about it, it's like making my stomach go a bit. Excuse me. Oh, it's vile. It really is. Like orange Lucozade that's gone flat and had a ton of sugar mixed in with it. It's awful. So you have to drink that. So you drink that and you can't have water or anything after it. So I was literally like gagging. Like, and you know, if it comes up, you have to drink more. So I was like, you are staying down. I'm not drinking more of that. So you drink that, then you have to go and sit and wait. So sit and wait for an hour. Bring you back in, give you another blood test to see how your body's coping with, you know, that onslaught of flipping sugar. Then you have to go back outside, wait another hour, come in, have a third blood test. And that's when they know, like, from your metabolic rate or something. I'm not an expert, but they can tell then, you know, if your body can process all the sugar or if it can't. And if it can't, you've got gestational diabetes. So I had that test on Friday and they said that they would call on Monday if I had it. And if I didn't hear from them, I didn't. So Monday was yesterday. Haven't heard from them. So I'm guessing I'm in the clear for now. But I have to go through the whole rigmarole again in October. Which is the balls. But anyway, so yeah, that was Friday morning. As soon as I left, I went to the petrol station and got the biggest blooming thing of water I could find and a chicken sandwich and knocked it into me. Then felt genuinely ill all weekend. Like, I was supposed to go to my mum's on Saturday. I had to cancel because the thought of driving an hour up the road, I was like, no, that's not going to happen. Then John brought me and the kids up on Sunday to see her, and I was fit for nothing. I couldn't. Was I sick? Yeah, I was sick eating my Sunday dinner. Couldn't manage it. And then just had no energy to run about with the kids in the garden at all. Just like, no. So, yeah. Friday afternoon was a washout. I spent the majority of it. Like, I'd wanted to film this and film another couple of bits, but Friday afternoon was a complete washout. Spent it on the sofa with the kids watching Mickey Mouse. Saturday was a wipeout. Sunday we were busy, but was still pretty much a wipeout. Yesterday felt slightly better. Today I feel good. So whatever it was is obviously out of my system. But the weather has changed. It's gone a bit rainy and cloudy up here today, which is good because it's not that sweltering heat. Because I think that's what it was. It was like the fasting for 12 hours, you know, not being able to drink any water, and then that intense heat. I think that's just what sent me a bit silly. Yeah, that was that. No more doctor's appointments now for a couple of weeks. I think it's next, let me see, what are we now, week 14? Yeah, I think it's week 16 I have to go and see my GP. Then week 20 I'm back at the hospital for probably my dating scan, which is your big scan they give you, which is it's kind of checking all the scary stuff, like all the things they can diagnose within the womb. They look for at 20 weeks. So it's the big one. It's also when you can find out the gender of the baby, which I'm undecided about whether I want to do it or not. I've never done it before. Both other kids were surprises. Amelia, we kind of guessed, so she wasn't that much of a surprise. Harry was a shit your pants surprise. Didn't expect him to be a boy at all. So I've had both ends of the spectrum of, yeah, I know, to what the no. So I guess because I've done both ends of the spectrum, I don't know. Part of me wants the big gender reveal and the big hoo-ha about it, and the other part of me is like, oh, you know, why tempt fate? You didn't do it the last 2 times and everything worked out well. Why bother now? So, but I've weeks to decide what I want to do about that yet. Yeah, so not really much going on. Amelia is going to her school open evening tonight with John. I decided not to go. It was only one parent can accompany the child because of COVID anyway. So I think if both parents would have been able to go, I would have definitely gone. But when it's only one parent, I think it's best if John goes, because he will be calm and be able to take in all the information that will be given, whereas I would get myself in a flap and come home and not be able to tell my damn thing about what had gone on. So he's going to go tonight, and me and Harry are going to have a little mummy son time. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Still haven't made the announcement because I can't figure out what to do at all. I want it to be cool. I want it to be cute. I want to look back on it and think, yeah, that was really sweet. And my brain's not in gear at all to do it. So it's still all a big secret. I'm hoping that won't be forever. Well, it won't be forever. Yeah, the baby comes, everybody will know. But I would like people to know before then. So I have to get my ass in gear and try and do something about it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I broke my junk food rule. We went to buy the kids new shoes last Thursday. Yeah. And we went to McDonald's. And it was delicious. It was so good. The chips were not good, but I never think McDonald's chips are good. They're always cold or soggy or bleh. The burger was amazing, but I couldn't finish it. I could not finish it. I got a big burger in fairness, but I couldn't finish it. So I decided to bring it home with me, and then stupidly ate it in the car on the way home. Got home puked everywhere. So that was for the point. Really, I literally shat on myself there. So now I still want a Chinese, but I'm like, really, is there any point? Is there any point if you're just going to puke it up again? So, yeah. That's about it. Oh, and I weighed myself this morning and I have lost 5 kilos since I got pregnant. So a couple of kilos has come off in the past like 10 days, which is pretty cool. I'm very pleased about that. I did want to lose weight, slightly for vanity, because I feel like my chipmunk cheeks are getting a bit, oh, that's ugly. Wow, don't do that again. I feel like my chipmunk cheeks are getting a bit, so I did want to kind of lose those and tighten this up slightly. You know, it's quite nice to have a jawline. But after being with the midwives last week, and they were like, you know, you are bigger than when you had your last baby, which is true. I am. So they were kind of saying, you know, if you can do something about it, try. So I'm very pleased for a health point of view now, more than vanity, that it's come down a bit, and I am hoping it continues to do that and to try and be in the best shape I can be for the birth, because, you know, people, I feel people sort of dismiss a C-section like it's nothing, you know, oh, you've not had to push the baby out, it's not really, I mean, don't get me wrong, an intense labour and pushing a baby out is tough going, but you know what, when it's done, it's done. When you have a C-section, you are in pain for weeks afterwards, like you have an open bloody wound on your stomach, and then you have to, you know, lie down, sit up, lie down, sit up, lie down, sit up, and pick a baby up at the same time. So you kind of need to be fit for that too. Right, so I'm sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. I think somebody's having a row downstairs. Sounds like Harry has had a row with something, but John's there, so it's fine, don't worry. So we shall do bump watch. Hello. So I don't feel there's much change from last week. I don't see any. Even with like the weight loss, I don't see any difference. So, but yeah, so that's it. Doesn't feel any harder, doesn't feel any bigger. I'm annoyed at myself for wearing these grey trousers. That's just occurred to me that after last week I was like, I'm not wearing those again, you can't see anything. And I put them on. Idiot. Anyway. So that is week 14. Did I mention? I can't remember. We are out of the first trimester now. I don't know if I mentioned that, but we're in trimester 2. Which is great news, fantastic news. Very, very happy about that for many different reasons. I think I did mention it now. That's kind of coming back to me. Oops. So that's week 14. Week 15, there's not really much going on that I can think of. Again, still haven't done my announcement. Really. It can't be, I mean, it's not this complicated, it's not this hard. But it's Instagram, isn't it? I think we all fall into that trap of something or another that you're like, oh, but I want it to look like this, and I want this aesthetic, and I want this and that. I want it to be perfect. I don't know who I'm kidding. I'm not perfect. Why on earth would my post be perfect? But just I need to get on with it. Stop procrastinating. So yeah, that is that. If you like these updates, if you are interested in seeing how the baby and me progress through this journey, then I would love it if you would like and subscribe. I'm also on Instagram, a.spoonful.of.wtf. I'm on Facebook too, as the same, just a spoonful of WTF. I don't post too often on there. Whatever's on there is on Instagram, so probably easier just to follow me on Instagram. I'm not on Twitter because I get involved in rows on Twitter. It's not good for me at all. I read things and then I comment and I shouldn't comment, and then I get into discussions with people, and it's not good for me at all. And I'm not on TikTok because I'm old. And I don't really understand it. It seems like a lot of effort. Like, I've got TikTok. Well, I don't anymore. I deleted it. But I had TikTok. And for like the 30-second clip, the amount of work these people do, I mean, hats off to them, really, because that seems like a ball ache. Who knows? Maybe I'll give it a shot one day. But here or Insta is the best place to find me. So I'm going to go because I'm waffling. I shall see you next week. Thank you for watching. Bye.